Hello everyone. Today we are going to work on a grammar point from our textbook that is on page number 42. Okay, so page number 42, and this is about participial adjectives. Now, this is a very important topic for English learners. Many times English learners they get confused with these participial adjectives, okay, because sometimes they think that it's a present a continuous tense, or maybe it is a past tense, but actually these are also used in past tense and past perfect tenses, or past tenses, perfect tenses, and also in the continuous tenses, meaning when you would put them put the ing with the verb, it would be ing form. Okay, so it would be present participle, fourth form. Okay, and when you would put the ed with any verb, it would be second form and third form. Now many learners they sometimes use these adjectives incorrectly. Okay, today we would learn how to use these adjectives, and we would come to know what they tell us. Okay, so before reading all of these rules or examples from your textbook, I will take you to a presentation. Okay, a PowerPoint presentation. From there we would focus, understand these things, and then we would come back to this page from your textbook. Okay, so let me take you to another screen now. Okay, so these are known as participial adjectives. Okay, now for example, here the sentence, this book bores me. Okay, this book bores me. Now bore is a verb here. Okay, this is a verb here, and when I say the book is boring, now this becomes adjective. Okay, the book is boring, it is not present continuous tense. Okay, understand this, that it is not present continuous tense, because you know that in present continuous tense you use to be verb is am or plus verb in its ing form. Okay, now here the word boring is an adjective. Okay, it's not a verb here. Now in the first sentence, this book bores me is a verb. Here bore is a verb. We are following the rules of present simple tense. With present simple tense, we when there is a noun, we add es or s. So see, this book bores me is a verb here, and when we say the book is boring, it becomes adjective. Okay, and also we can use ed with this verb, and it would be adjective again. I am bored. Okay, I am bored with the book. For example, I can say like this. Now here, boring is also adjective and bored is also adjective. Now some of other rules I'm going to tell you later on. So just for at the moment, understand that how these adjectives are working. Okay, so this movie interests me. Now this is verb here. The movie interests me. The movie is interesting. Okay, here it's adjective, it's not present continuous tense. Understand this. Okay, the movie is interesting. We can also say I am interested. Okay, I'm interested in movie, in this movie. Okay, I'm interested in this movie. Now here we come to know first thing that the verbs, sometimes not all verbs, sometimes the verbs can act as adjectives. Okay, when we put ing with them, and when we put the ed with them. Okay, so like here bore, boring, bored, interest, interesting, interested. Okay, so let's learn a little more about them. Now, adjectives, they describe feelings, ing adjectives. Okay, so meaning those adjectives which take ing, they become present participle, fourth form of the consider at the moment that because we are so much familiar with the ing as verbs. Okay, fourth form meaning we call them, but these are adjectives. Those adjectives which take ing, they describe feelings. So let's see. Adjectives like boring, interesting describe something that causes a feeling. Okay, so they cause a feeling. For example, it was a boring movie. Okay, it was a boring movie. The movie was boring. Okay, this book is boring. Okay, meaning this book is causing this feeling. The movie is causing this feeling of boredom. Okay, meaning it makes us bored. Okay, so feeling comes from the book. This book is boring. Okay, the feeling of boredom comes from the book. Say the movie was boring. This boredom feeling comes from the movie. Okay, so is that clear so far? Megnisa will tell me. And Megnisa, do you understand this thing? Unmute yourself and tell me if things are clear to you and everybody else. Raise your hand. There's option in the Zoom
Yes,
of
sir.
raising hand. Yes. Faraz, is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ashfaq, anybody else? If there is any confusion so far, okay. Let me. Megnisa, go ahead. You want to say something?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, so so far we have understood that these participle adjectives, how they are formed. They are formed by putting ing and ed with them. Okay, and those adjectives which take ing, they create, they cause a feeling. Okay, they describe a feeling. Okay. Okay, now let's move to the other point. Now, adjectives they describe feelings. Okay, adjectives that describe feelings, e.g., adjectives like bored, interested, describe the person or animal that is affected by the feeling. Okay, now see, understand here that adjectives like bored and interested describe the person or animal that is affected by this feeling. Okay, so for example, we say she was bored, she was a bored girl. Okay, the girl was bored. Okay, meaning say that book was boring. Now that book caused a feeling. Okay, say to this girl and she became bored. Okay, she, the girl, is the one who feels the feeling. She is the feeler. Okay, so I think this is very clear to you now. These adjectives always describe a living thing that can feel, a person, animal, or an alien, maybe. Okay, so a thing, example, a book cannot be bored. Okay, but it can be boring. Understand this interesting, thing. We cannot say a book is bored. Okay, this book is bored. It is wrong because the book is not somebody or say a living thing. Okay, so it cannot be bored. Only living things can be bored. Okay, or they can be affected by any feeling. Okay, so here we can say the book is boring, but we cannot say the book is bored. We can say the movie is interesting, but we cannot say the movie is interested. Okay, because movie is not something which can feel or which has any emotions. Okay, are you getting this point, Uzair? Yes, Uzair. Do you understand this thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So
Yeah.
let's move to another slide now. Now here, say, there's something we need to be careful of. Okay, so people can cause feelings. Be careful. People can cause feelings. Sometimes the cause of a feeling isn't a book or movie. Sometimes it is another person. For example, there are interesting books and there are interesting people. Okay, so for example, my friend Jay is interesting. He is the cause of the feeling of interest in people he talks to. Okay, all the time, books or movies, they cannot cause the feeling. Okay, sometimes people can cause the feeling as well. Okay, so for example, sometimes people are very irritating. Okay, they make us irritated. Okay, they make us very angry. So it's not all the time non-living things that can make us that can create any feeling. Okay, that can create cause any feeling. Sometimes people, living things can also, on living things, animals even can cause any feeling. Okay, so let's go to another slide here. Now here there is a a verb, and then we have its participle adjectives. Okay, with ing and with ed, suffixes. Okay, so the verb is bore, and it's what's its adjective? Yes, Maheknasa, go ahead and tell me what's its adjective. Yes, unmute yourself.
Sir, can we write?
So boring.
Okay, bore, and what's the other thing? Yes, it's
Boring, sir.
boring, and
I'm bored.
Acha, see, I'm asking only Mehek Nisa. Please do not, unmute yourself as anybody else. Only Mehek Nisa is supposed to answer. I would give everyone a chance. So at the moment, I'm asking Mehek Nisa to make any sentence and first read these, this verb and this adjective, and then make any sentence of your own. Yes, Mehek Nisa, tell us any sentence of your
Yes,
own.
sir.
Yes, yes.
Um, I am boring to see the book.
Asha, you are saying I am boring. I am boring to see the book. Now, meaning you are bored or you are boring. If you say you are boring, meaning you cause the feeling to others, meaning other people become bored because of you. Meaning you are
Sir,
so
bored.
Sir, sir, bored.
Wait a minute, unmute yourself, Zubair. Now, if you are not following the rules, I would remove you from the class. Okay, Mehak Nisa, at the moment I'm talking to you. Okay, nobody else should unmute themselves. Mehak Nisa, you say, I am boring to see. What was the sentence? So, see,
To see the book.
your sentence was wrong. You should say, I'm bored. I'm bored to read the book. For example, I'm bored.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so not boring. As I told you, that many learners get confused with these adjectives. Okay, so now Zubair, please
Okay, sir.
unmute yourself, and Mehnasa, you put yourself on mute. Okay, Zubair, what is another word here? Zubair Ahsan, interest.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now unmute
Sir,
yourself.
interest.
Okay, interest, and what is this adjective?
Interesting,
Interested
interesting,
means interested.
interested.
Okay, now use interested in any of your sentence. Interested.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I am interested to read this book.
Okay, I am interested in reading this book. Okay, we say it this way. I'm interested in reading this book. Okay, very good. Now, Aisha, please unmute yourself and what is this verb and what are its adjectives? And then make a sentence with exciting. Okay, this one, ing form.
Sir, excite,
Okay,
exciting and excited.
okay. Now, make any sentence of your own with this word exciting. Yes,
Exciting.
yes.
Sir, on which word?
Exciting, this one, this word exciting. Okay, ing participle. Okay, present participle, you may call it, it's a participle.
I always feel exciting moments.
I always feel exciting, exciting moments. I always feel exciting moments. Okay, meaning there are some moments which you feel
Sir,
are
I am
okay, then you feel those exciting moments.
exciting moments.
Excited or exciting, what you are saying? Yes. Yes, Aisha, go ahead. So your sentences may be correct. I feel
Sir,
exciting
excited.
moments. I love exciting moments. I love exciting,
Sir,
say, activities, for example.
Salma was very excited on her birthday party.
Again, yes. Okay, Aisha, please mute yourself, and I'm moving to another student. Faraz, what is the other verb and what are its adjectives? Faraz, unmute yourself. Yes. Okay, Faraz Abro, please unmute yourself. Okay, Hayabatul, please you go ahead.
बड़ो बताओ सर कंफ्यूज्ड सर कंफ्यूज्ड
Okay, go ahead. Confused and yes, confusing and confused.
कंफ्यूज्ड
Okay, now use confusing in any of your sentence. Yes, yes, go ahead. Yes. I need to put Faraz on mute. His mic is not working. So,
The voice was not clear.
Uzair, you go ahead. Please don't interrupt in between. I'm asking particular students, okay? It means that only that student can speak. Okay. Raza Hussain, you go ahead, please. Yes, they make any sentence using confusing, okay? The word confusing. Yes.
आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड फॉर
I
अंडरस्टैंड
was
दिस
I was very confusing to see Brahmi.
Acha, Faraz, your turn has gone now. Please unmute mute yourself. Yes, what was the sentence? Acha, okay, now let me make some of the sentences myself using these,
Sir, my turn.
Okay, who want to answer? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, please. There is option of raising hand. Raise the hand. Yes, who wants to make sentence?
Sir, me, Hassan Ali.
Okay, Hassan, go ahead, make a sentence. Use the word confusing. Yes, some students are raising hands. It's good. Keep your hands up. I will give you a chance to make a sentence. Like this, keep your hands up. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Hassan, please go ahead. Make a sentence.
Zubair is confusing me.
Okay, Zubair is confusing you. Okay, very good. Confusing me. Okay, good. So you feel confused, right? You feel confused. Zubair is causing the feeling. Okay, so he is confusing you. Now, Asha is raising hand. Asha, go ahead and use the other verb tired, tiring and tired. Use tired in your any sentence. Yes, in any of your sentence. Tired. Yes. Okay, Aisha, go ahead. Make a sentence. Tired. Use in any sentence.
I am is tired of her flattery.
Again. Acha, see, I'm asking particular students, so please don't tell people else's
Due
turn.
to hard working, I become tired.
Please keep yourself is on mute. See, when
I
you're.
am tired of her.
Go ahead. Yes. Aisha, please, you go ahead and tell me. Yes, use the word tired.
Sir, she is so tired of. Sir, she is so tired of her flattery.
Okay, very good. She's so tired of her flattery. Okay, very good sentence. The last one we have annoy. Okay, annoying and annoyed. Anybody who would make any sentence?
Sir, me.
Please don't make noise.
Me.
I become annoyed.
Yes,
Sir,
go ahead. Please,
सर मैं बताऊं annoying का
please, Faraz, so you go ahead. Please on mute.
Please keep silence. Your voice is annoying me.
Okay, please.
Zubair is annoying. I am annoyed.
Okay, okay, good.
Sir Hassan is annoying customer.
Wait a
Sir
minute.
Hassan is annoying customer.
Asha, wait a minute. See, I didn't ask anybody else. I asked the particular student. Do you understand that? Please, if anybody
Sir
would,
मैं बताऊं
anybody, if you are without permission, without giving chance, you are unmuting yourself and popping up any sentences, I would remove you from the class. Please follow the rules. This is being recorded, okay? So that other students who are at home, they can watch it later, and this should be very neat and clean recording for all of them who watch on YouTube. Okay, so this is something very important. Now let's move on to another
So
slide. Now,
Asma is saying to
now please mute yourselves, everybody. Aswa, please mute yourself. So now I'm taking you back to the textbook. Okay, so and we would learn some rules from there. Okay, so this is. Picture from your book on page number 42. So you can also read the rules here on in your book. Okay. So let me quickly go ahead and read some more examples and some rules from your textbook. Okay. Ing and ed participles as adjectives. The ing and the ed participles can be used as adjectives to describe or modify the noun. These participles are usually placed before the noun and are therefore known as pre-modifiers. Now we learned some basics of these things. Maybe here we will learn something advanced or something new. Okay, so the verb here, infinitive base verb is heat and shout. So heating and heated, shout, shouting and shouted. Okay, let's see some examples. Ing participle used as an adjective. The shouting children were disturbing the students in the examination hall. Now here you see that shouting is used before a noun. Okay, so now we know what kind of children? The shouting children, meaning who were shouting. The children who were shouting. Okay, the shouting children were disturbing the students in the examination hall. Now, who were caused by this, shouting? The students, right? So they were disturbed. This was the effect of shouting of those children. Those children were of what kind? They were of they were shouting children. Okay. Ed participle used as an adjective. The heated room became uncomfortably warm. Okay, note that you can use only some participles as pre-modifying adjectives. Now remember this thing that not all participles work this way. For example, you cannot use stealing as a pre-modifier. You cannot say the stealing boys were caught by the police. However, you could say you would have to say the boys who were stealing. Okay, meaning the boys who were stealing were caught by the police. You cannot say the stealing boys. Okay, you can also say this way: the thieving boys were caught by the police. Okay, you cannot always use shouted as a pre-modifier. The shouted children did not hear their mother. No, it's wrong. The shouted children. No, no, no. We wouldn't say like this. The shouted children. We can say the shouting children, but we cannot say the shouted children. Okay. So you would have to say the children did not hear their mother shouting at them. Okay, the children did not hear their mother shouting at them. Now this is not say maybe that modifier here. Okay, but it's shouting at them, mother shouting at them. It's here a verb maybe. Okay, so maybe it's a class. You can say the officers. Okay, the officers shouted, command was obeyed immediately. Meaning what kind of command? The command in which he shouted. Okay, the officers shouted, command was obeyed immediately. You could say, so you could say the children did not hear their mother shouted instructions. Now here it's adjective, okay? Shouted instructions, meaning which instructions which were given, when shouting, okay? And she was shouting at them. Okay, so those were the shouted instructions. The children did not hear their mother's shouted instructions. Okay, so everybody, this is page number 42 on your book, and this is a grammar point after your Christmas story lesson. Okay, so I hope everybody has done the exercise of the Christmas story. Okay, and I have received some assignments from those who have submitted, and still many are remaining. So please go ahead and solve the exercises. And that's it for today. Any questions if you have regarding participle adjectives, please don't unmute yourself. Raise the hand, and then I would ask you. If anybody popped up without raising hand, I would mute you and maybe I would remove you from the class. Okay, so please understand this thing. That raise hand and then you can ask me a question. Asfa is raising hand. Asfa, go ahead and ask me what you want to ask. Yes, Asfa. Yes, Asfa, go ahead.
We have done the exercise. What you shall give the
Sorry.
sir.
Yes, go ahead. Ask loudly, please.
Sir, you should give an exam. Sir,
Yes, I'm listening. Please go
you
ahead.
should give it exam.
Go ahead, please. Go
Sir, you
ahead.
also have given the exam.
Aswa, you are not fluent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are saying something and then you
Sir,
are.
listen.
Yes, please go ahead. I'm unable to hear. Speak loudly.
Sir, you should give it exams.
I should.
Sir, you should give it exams.
Examples.
एग्जाम से बोल रहे हैं एग्जाम
I would give these in exams. Are you saying this thing?
जी सर
Okay, so definitely I would give you these in exams. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, anybody, if you have any questions about participle adjectives, okay, do tell me. And don't worry, I will check your assignment. I know that I gave you yesterday, and some of the students have sent me, and by today maybe I would be able to
Sir,
check. Acha, now if you don't have any questions, I'll give you homework for this thing, okay? So note down on the screen some of these words, okay? Bore, excite, interest, relax, satisfy, tire, and worry. Okay, so you have to make first adjectives, participle adjectives, and then you have to use these in your sentences. Okay, so note down or take a screenshot, or if you can't take a screenshot, I would upload this on in your Google Classroom, this video on YouTube. Okay, so there would be link in your GCR and you can take from there. So this is your homework that you have to complete the below chart, okay, below with the correct ed and ing suffix. So first you have to make, for example, the verb bored and boring. Then these all of these things you have to make, and then you have to make any sentences, okay, using these participle adjectives both. So for example, when you are using word bored, there would be a separate sentence with this word, and there would be a separate sentence with this one, okay. And then you have to submit it to me. I will put an exercise in your GCR. Okay, that's it for today, everybody. Is if still anybody has any confusion, you can ask me in your GCR. Thank you for coming, and I will see you in another class.